Hello, I'm the Dimmitt, and welcome to my vlog. An early morning in the Pacific Northwest. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, a day to talk joy and happiness. It's the mailman. Bentley, dear, would you please go and get the mail for Jer? Thank you, Bentley, dear. What a sweet dog. It's the mail. You know, there's something rather unusual about the mail these days. For example, look at all of this mail. Now, here's a letter from a politician, and he says, Mr. D, I am so grateful that you're going to vote for me. I don't think I'm going to vote for this guy. It's from John McCain. You know, it's such a strange thing. Our vote is anonymous, and I couldn't figure out how to vote for because I'm really an independent. So this year, I cast my vote for Ron Paul. And as an independent, I couldn't vote for Ron Paul in Washington because to do so, I would have to register Republican. And I've never done such a thing. So anyway, I checked Republican, and I voted for Ron Paul, knowing he can't win. But I thought his ideas and mine were fairly close and fairly similar, and I thought it would kind of make a statement. Ever since I did that, less than a week ago, by absentee ballot, I have been receiving letters from John McCain. How do they know that I registered Republican? I mean, it's supposed to be a secret ballot. Here's the thing from Social Security. Well, actually, it's from an insurance company. It said, you're about to turn 65, old man. Medicare may be free, but we're not, so why don't you just check this and send it in the mail? Here's one from a company that wants to sell me siding for the house. As if I care what it looks like on the outside of the house. I'm more interested in what it looks like on the inside of the house. Here's another one. It wants me to get a credit card. It asks what's in my wallet. I don't think it's any of their business. So here's another one. This is telling me that in 1947, I failed to pay 25 cents, and with interest now, the collection agency wants $1,747. Bee-boo. Not going to respond to it. All of these letters here are letters I don't want. The majority of them are just junk mail that my computer in a second would shove into the trash can and they'd be done and I wouldn't have to read them. A history lesson. The Postal Service. Many years ago, lost in the faded history book pages, there were two groups. There was the Pony Express, gallant men, on fantastic steeds, that delivered the mail from door to door. Flashes of light and dust as their mighty hooves of the horses ran from one side of the town to the other. But lurking in the background was danger for Pony Express. It was called Western Union. Pony Express thought that Western Union was a bit of a joke. Wires on poles. What threat was that? But the day would come when, besides delivering the mail in their pouches on their horses, Pony Express men did another thing. They climbed the poles, and they tried to clip the wires. They tried to stop Western Union. But history moved on past those horses with the hooves. Pony Express could not, by cutting wires, stop Western Union because the idea was so extreme, so intense, they could not overcome it. Postal Service today is a little like Pony Express, but it costs us a great deal of money. In my lifetime, I have seen postage go from 1 cent to 41 cents to mail a letter. In the past year, I have received 2 communications in the mail that I really wanted. One just this week, a QSL card from a new friend that I had talked to on the ham radio. It's a card confirming the communication. The other was a letter from a friend who didn't have a computer. How rare is that? And I wonder how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars, is spent to deliver this junk to my mailbox. And all of it, every single letter, goes straight into the recycling bin. Such a waste. We should look at the past and realize that what happened in the past happens in the present. The past is really our future. And we should understand. And we shouldn't be wasting money. The day of the Postal Service is done. The door is closed. I remember when the stamps were 1 cent, they raised them to 2 cents, then 3 cents, then 5 cents, then 10 cents. And each time they raised the postage, fewer people used the mail because it was so expensive to use. 41 cents, even at the high price of gas, it might be easier to just drive the letter over myself instead of putting it in the mailbox. It's a sad state of affairs. I don't know when we will ever learn. The Postal Service can't even understand the simple concept that every time they raise the postage, fewer people use the mail. The scissors are getting dull. I don't know how many more wires they can cut. There's a thing called email and the internet. That's as overwhelming as was that wire to the Pony Express. Those are my thoughts, if you will excuse me.